Valentine's Day is tomorrow. That means love and relationships are getting extra attention, even a relationship between a man and his musical instrument. The Michigan musician who lost and loved, and how that love found him again through the craziest of circumstances in our Michigan life. Flow. It's a mental state, a holistic sensation. Musicians claim to experience it. It's when the performer and their instrument
Started playing bass.
become one.
35 years now, I think, that I've been doing it.
Steve Secor found flow
I'd always liked Rickenbacker basses.
with this.
Was never going to get rid of it.
Their connection has been impossible to replicate.
Played it from 1998 all the way to 2007 when it was gone.
Life had taken this musician out of rhythm.
I was separated and going through a divorce.
Steve was renting a room from a friend.
Put the bass under my bed. Someone had been having a party at the house. A couple days later, I went to pull it out, opened the case up, there was nothing in it.
Somebody stole it.
After talking to my insurance company, I knew they weren't going to cover it because I wasn't living in the house that I had my homeowners under.
Steve searched pawn and music shops.
Because I'm left-handed, they're harder to find.
Checked eBay, no luck.
There was nothing more I could do.
That was it. Or was it? August 2019.
I became a member of a lot of Rickenbacker players groups on Facebook.
12 years after the bass was ripped off.
I posted out of the blue and somebody responded.
I said, boy, that really looks a lot like my bass.
The post caught the eye of California-based musician Joe Laub.
And the picture of the guitar was not how it looks today, but it was how it looked when I bought it, which was a completely white colored paint job.
Joe messaged Steve with questions.
He was asking the serial number of the bass. The next day he wrote back and he goes, can you send me a screenshot of your proof of purchase? And that had the serial number on it.
And it matched the one that I had.
Steve found it.
Unbelievable.
3,000 miles away.
It's all just crazy.
How the bass survived is even crazier.
I removed all of Steve's original hardware, and the only thing I left on there was the jack plate, which had the embossed serial number in.
That's the only way it could be identified. In 2017,
There was nothing left,
the West Coast wildfires burned Joe's home.
but I happened to grab the bass in question and a few other guitars on my way out and was able to save it from total destruction.
The day came when a big box arrived for Steve.
Being that it was his bass and he had the proof of sale and everything else, I felt it was the right thing to do to just return the bass.
I see the headstock. Wow, that is really weird. Same bass.
If two are truly meant to be one,
It doesn't even seem real.
like this musician
I'm pretty speechless.
and his instrument,
I can see where I filed it down.
not theft,
It's sitting right here in my hand.
tragedy,
The guitar could have easily burned up in the house fire.
or time
Shocking that he sent it back. Can't thank him enough for it.
could keep their flow
It's about returning something to its rightful owner.
fractured.
I'll have this forever.
Steve says his plan is to try and return the bass to its original form. He'll paint it white on white again and do all he can to find the stock Rickenbacker hardware. Steve's connection with Joe has gone beyond the bass. The two have been sharing music and plan to collaborate on some musical projects. How about that, guys?
It's amazing. You know, they say everything happens for a reason, and isn't this something?
Well, if Facebook doesn't exist,
Yeah.
I don't think
No,
that guitar ends up back in his hands.
And the fact that he probably, the second guy, paid a pretty penny for that and just gave it back.
Yeah, he paid $2,500 for it and decided, you know what? And I'd have more guilt if I kept it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to ship it back to Steve, and that's exactly what happened.
So happy for Steve.
Full circle.
All right, thank you very much, Brendan.
Okay, get your cell phone ready, your camera on it. Now put this Our Michigan Life QR code in the center of your camera, and you'll see a link pop up.
Click on it. It'll take you to a page where you can watch more Our Michigan Life content. There's even an email address where you can send us a story idea that we can possibly feature on Our Michigan Life.